Well, good morning, good morning, good morning. It is 3 minutes past the top of the hour. It is the sixth day of the sixth month of 2025, June the 6th. Yours truly, Joe Dupree, in the building as JD Live, hashtag truth be told, on this Freedom and Fun Friday, getting you ready for next week. The official launch that we're back in the building. We're back. And all I got to say is that part. Good morning, y'all. Get up, wake up. I ain't by myself. No, I am not by myself. When you see me, I always come like in twos and threes, sometimes in fours. But today, as always, I have the CEO of Pimpin' Positivity. You know her from her very own podcast. Most of you know her from J Hud. I know her because she's my sister. We good friends. That part. In the passenger seat, with Alethea Crimmins, the CEO of Pimpin' Positivity. She in the building. Huh, it is Alethea Crimmins.
Good morning.
Good morning, sunshine.
Good
Morning,
morning.
sunshine. What's happening on this Freedom and Fun Friday? It is TGIF.
Listen,
Thank God that is Friday.
what is happening is I need me some popcorn. That
Should we
that
call it
that is all.
Friday? Maybe we should call it Friday. Not Friday,
Yeah,
but Friday.
listen. All I know is I am going to pop me some popcorn, and I'll be sitting in front of my screen like this for the remainder of the day because, baby, the, the girls have broken up.
Man, hold it. We're going to talk about that. In New Jersey is the author. You know her. She's the speaker, the author. She does all the great stuff. She is the spiritual conscious of everything that we do when we are podcasting. It is my girl, Jax. Jax is in the building. Good morning, Jax. How you
Good
doing?
morning.
What's up, family? What's up? I'm just whispering. I cannot stay. I'm at the hospital with my mother-in-law. She's about to have surgery. So I just want to pop in to say what's up. I wish everybody a blessed day, a great weekend. And I know it's going to be a great show. So I'll be tuning in, but I can't chit chat because I'm in the, by the OR right
Yeah,
now.
we know. And our prayers goes out to your mother-in-law as she goes through her procedure. We have angels camped around her, made the doctor use
Yeah.
the wisdom that God has imparted in him to bring back a good report that she is recovering and doing well. So you do your thing. We see her. She getting ready to do her thing. Prayers from all of us to her, and we'll holler at you later. Later. All right. Yeah. I didn't know was I wanting to come on the show,
Ah,
Alethea, and say, let's get ready to rumble. But there is seriously some but everybody knew this was gonna happen. I cannot name one person to this day that I know that since I've been doing this that has not been this man's friend and then all of a sudden can't stand this man. You know, it's a love-hate relationship. Hell, it's a love-hate relationship with most of the country. Most of the country say, I can't stand this dude, but I'd rather see him sitting in that seat than
then this
somebody else.
black woman, yes.
Right. So I listen, that this has occurred really ain't surprising to me. It really ain't surprising to me because at the end of the day, while we all here, because we like the messiness of it, because we just human beings, most human beings like the messiness of it. The truth about it is, it's really because the man that's sitting in the seat messing with the man's paper. See, all these tariffs and this big, beautiful plan, really what you doing, dog, is you playing with my paper. So I can break it down to our terms. It's like if your boss, you and your boss cool, but your boss come up to you and say, we good, we go out to eat, we hang out with each other. But due to how the company is going, I'm going to have to kind of either not pay you like I used to pay you, or we may not be able to pay you at all. Bro, you playing with we ain't friends no more. You playing with my paper.
And baby, when mad day come,
Mm, mm.
we are airing out everything, and it seems like Trump has a real usury spirit. Like he just uses people to like get to like get what I want,
What?
and then once I finish with him, then I'm gonna kick you to the curb. But like,
Understand, Trump, just since Trump has been in office, we're going to talk about some things that you should ask yourself, what that got to do with the cost of tea in China? This man has pardoned Larry Hoover. This man has pardoned NBA Youngboy. What that got to do with the price of eggs going down and better life for me? I'm just saying.
so we gonna put this in nigga terms.
Okay, go
He
ahead.
is just throwing his dick around. That's what he do. He letting y'all know who is in charge,
Oh
and
my
that
goodness.
I can do any and everything I want to do, and he is showing you he's actually flexing on the world and saying, "Look, I can do this. I can do whatever I want."
Yep. That's what he's doing. Good morning to my brother James Vincent out there doing this thing in my hometown that I was raised in. Now I have the hometown I was born in, but I have the hometown I was raised in. We call it Simple City. It's better known as Henderson, Tennessee. Also, good morning to everybody who is logged in on Instagram. I see your Instagram family. I see you out there. Also, everybody who is logged in on YouTube, I see you also. Welcome to Freedom and Fun Friday, because he that the sun sets free is free indeed. And talking about being set free, that was like a toxic relationship. Boo, here's the keys to the house. The next day, I don't want you no more. Here's the keys to the house, honey. But tomorrow, I really don't want you no more. Give me my, honey, ma'am, please, ma'am, give me my keys. Give me my keys back.
Elon knows where all the bones are buried. So and he's been slowly
he's gonna be pissing.
letting it out.
Listen, any man that's been through an ugly divorce know what about to happen. See, Trump is the husband, Elon is the wife. The wife about to put all the dirty laundry out there. Oh, by the way, did you hold it? You're gonna start hearing a lot of this within the next few days.
Yes.
Did you know? Oh, by the way, did you know? Did you know this was going on? Because, I got all y'all social security numbers because I was the Department of Government Efficiency, better known as DOGE. So did you know I got all? Hold it. So let me tell you what else he gave me access to. Did you know? Because the man that already came out and said the only reason you in the White House is because of me. In other words,
he basically said, I paid for you to get where you. If it wasn't for my money, honey, you would not be there. But then he went on further to say, Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. This is the real reason why they have not made this public.
Now,
and he said, mark this post for the future. The truth will come out. Have a nice day, Donald Trump.
Somebody was throwing that smoke, and he wasn't asking questions. He was not asking no questions. He said, ask me no questions, I'll tell you no lies. He said, ask me no questions. And listen, I'm telling you. Now, once again, I'm not a big Elon Musk fan. Because to me, he's about as an illegal immigrant as anybody. Now he may have went through the proper way to become what he needed to become. And that's what this country is really built on. That's why I kind of look and see all this craziness and say, this country was built on folk that really wasn't from this country. Because the only people that really from this country is us and the indigenous people. Hashtag truth be told. If anything, we need our land back. If anything, we need our land back. But this place was built. How can you come somewhere that ain't yours, take it over, make it yours, and say everybody who come here that you don't like don't belong here? Let that sink in.
Okay, and Jax, listen, Jax. I was thinking that this was made for TV too. But I feel like this may have some like realness to it because this man is messing with you. Don't mess with nobody coins, because when you start messing with people's coins, things get ugly. And so I was thinking, man, they just, they just trying to build some type of drama because Trump loved drama.
Hold on.
But there
And-
might be some
and-
truth to
Hold on,
this.
wait a minute, Alethea, and that's what I wanted to say. In this big, beautiful bill, Trump knows how to be a showman. Trump knows how to put us in a place where we are entertained, and while we are being entertained, something really is happening behind the curtain, just like on The Wizard of Oz. Pay me no attention. Pay me no attention. Watch all the beautiful colors. Watch everything that's happening. Watch all the entertainment and the infotainment, but don't pay attention to what I'm really doing, because once again, if this big, beautiful bill passed, hold on, stop once again. Let's talk about what's really going on right now. I have logged into social media and saw folks posting, I went to get my SNAP benefits and they $23. And I had a person say, wait a minute, my SNAP benefit went from this to $23. What can I do with, see, while we over here laughing about Elon and Trump making it look like the housewives and real and love and hip hop, folk are getting notifications. Your benefits have now been cut. Your benefits are now no longer existent. You don't have these benefits anymore. And some of these benefits for some of these folks are life-sustaining benefits. I want y'all to understand that. There are folks waking up not knowing how they're going to live. And watch this. I want to bring this up as we begin to start this whole thing over. We wake you up. We give you 1 hour of power. I'm going to still be hitting the issues in 1 hour to make y'all start thinking, because it ain't my job to stay in here and us try to talk this issue out. I try to work this issue out. I try to get this issue to a place where we all say, okay, we good with this issue. I had to get a little coffee. No, my job is to make you understand there's an issue out here. You need to start getting engaged into the issue, because I ain't got a cape on and my job ain't to save this world. My job is to bring up some things and say we might need to talk about it. And listen, family, I'm telling you, people are getting their SNAP benefits cut. Their SNAP benefits are being reduced drastically. People who need it, not people who are pimping the system, not people out there who have really don't deserve to be on it anyway. Because understand, this was only created to put you on there for a temporary season.
Yes.
You're not supposed to be on Section 8 all your life.
Living
You're
on
not
it.
supposed to be on food stamps
living.
all your life. You're not. You're supposed to get tired of being on it and get to the point where you say, I cannot stay on this. I've got to do better. But too many of us got the mentality, I want a Mercedes, I want a $500,000 house, and I want to drive up in my Mercedes and live in my $500,000 house, and I want to drop that EBT card. Y'all do. That's y'all mindset. A lot of y'all.
It is a stepping stone, and you can't sit here and say that it cannot be done, because I am walking, talking, living proof that it can be done. Like I was on Section 8, I was on food stamps, I was on welfare, I was on all of it until I made the conscious choice that this is not what my life should be anymore, that I want more for myself than this. And so I went out and did exactly that. And I never had my lights cut off. I'm doing very well for myself, but I had to want it.
Right.
And
Hold on.
And if you don't want it, then you're gonna stay right where you at.
Hold on, Alethea. And it was nothing wrong with when you didn't have it to get assistance and help, because you worked. You worked. You might not have been doing no glamorous CEO job. You might have not been podcasting, but you worked and you paid taxes. And those taxes were to be used by government for when you fell on hard times, and to help with infrastructure, to help with making sure that you were safe by paying public servants who, instead of folks kicking down your door and trying to take what little you had, that you could have resources that you could say, hey, there's somebody here trying to mess with me. That, you know, there's so much that folks don't pay attention to, but we over here, and don't get me wrong, I was laughing yesterday. I was like, man, this is literally like a breakup that you would see on a reality show. And all of a sudden, one of the individuals who broke up said, oh, you think he all that? Let me tell you about how his dirty draws really look. And people were like, but then at the same time, something in my spirit said, why they making us pay attention to all this drama? Something going on. Something they don't want you to pay attention to. And on this Freedom and Fun Friday, family, 18 minutes past the hour, y'all better stop looking at all the mess and start saying, okay, what is it that they really don't want me to pay attention to? What legislation are they sliding in right now to put me in a position where I can't live my best life? Because listen, I'm going to say this. People I elect to office, people I cast my vote for, they should be concerned about putting legislation forth that make it that I, who supported them to get into that office where they have outstanding health care, benefits, and good money, because a lot of them get a good salary, especially when they're at the federal level. They should be concerned about putting legislation forth that concerns me and makes my life the best life it can be. I'm just saying, Alethea. I mean, that's a little pimping positivity for you right there. Y'all need to be careful who y'all put in office, because a lot of y'all put people in office because they're your friends, they're your family, or better yet, they done put a couple of coins in your pocket. See, a lot of y'all don't want to tell the truth about why y'all really out here tooting folks' horns. And then when they stop putting coins in your pocket, you the first one to do just like Elon. You go out there and start telling folks, don't vote for that. Hold it. And then you want to know why I don't trust you. Wait a minute. 6 months ago, you were telling me to vote for this man. Now, all of a sudden, this man done cut off because the election is over. He in office, he or she are good for the next 4 years, and they done cut off that pipeline of money that they had coming to you, because before they got in office, you were their friend, and they told you where all the money was at. Here, you can get this check for this, and I'm going to sprinkle you a little money for this. But now that they in office, guess what they said? I don't need you no more. I'm in. And all of a sudden, your rhetoric's done changed. Oh, this person isn't a good person. They were a good person when they were, hold it, as E40 said, when they would sprinkle me, man. Sprinkle me, man. When they were sprinkling you, they were good people. When they stopped sprinkling you, then all of a sudden, you shouldn't vote for him. He trash. And then you try to expose all the stuff you knew from Jump Street that he was about, because the truth about it was you didn't really like the guy anyway. You just wanted your pockets to get filled with the money that they were giving you on the side to so-called promote them in the community. Come on, man. We ain't oblivious to the game.
But what I don't understand is, people show you, they always show you who they are. So you know who they are before all this happened. You still chose to ride that bandwagon. And then when they actually prove to you exactly who they are, you get mad, but you knew this from jump.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
hold on.
So they're not showing you anything different than what they were before.
Listen.
You just had your eyes wide shut.
Listen. Last night taught me something. Last night, I'm going to tell you a lesson I had last night. It is 22 minutes past the hour. You know, at the bottom of the hour, Elijah Nixon comes on. And I said yesterday, because we wrote it down, Elijah said, Thunder in 7. I said, Thunder in 5. Alethea said, well, she don't know, Thunder in 6. The Pacers won last night. Hold it. Wait, let me tell you something. The Pacers won last night, and they didn't win the game until actually it was 0.4 on the shot clock to the game to end. The Thunder was winning the whole game all night long until literally it was 0.4 on the clock when the shot went up, and the shot hit at 0.3. And guess what? The team that was leading the game all night long lost. So, if anything, that might be something for us to think about. That folk out
Yes.
there might be looking like they winning, might make you
Yes.
feel like they winning, might
But at
even
the
have the
last minute,
skull, might have the skull looking like it was last night, because there was a moment last night that these people were winning by 16 points. But when the buzzer hit and the game was over, the team that was leading was not the team that won. That might be a message.
yep.
Message. That's all I gotta say about that. Message. Let me ring the bell.
Just because things look good don't mean that's how it's going to end. And oftentimes that's what we base our success on. We base our success off of what we see other people doing. And just because it looks like they are winning, just because they look like they are on top, at the last minute, the underdog who you thought would not make it comes out on top. How I know? Because Alethea Elizabeth Crimmins
Come on.
was the underdog.
Okay.
I mean,
You know,
it's just
you're sitting there.
Joe Dupree was the underdog.
Oh, come on now. Come on. Y'all really don't know what y'all about to see come back. See, y'all thinking one thing, not knowing. Let me give y'all a little preview of what's going to be coming up in the next weeks and months. How many of y'all out there know that right now there has been 33 children between the ages of 14 and 17 that have taken their life? Why? Why did they commit suicide? Because they were on some social media platform. They thought they were talking to some beautiful girl or some beautiful boy or some handsome young man, some beautiful girl or some handsome young man. And that individual convinced them to send a lewd pic to them, a picture of them with no clothes on, and then turned around and said, I ain't who you think I am. You need to pay me some money. I'm going to put this all on social media. I'm going to put it out to your family. I'm going to put it out to your school and your teammates. I yesterday had the opportunity to meet a man who lost his son. Woke up that morning, went to work. His son committed suicide because of sexing and texting, and it was sextortion. We're going to have people like that on here talking to you to let you know that this could happen to you. This didn't happen in no big New York City, no big Los Angeles. This happened in rural America, and it's happening every day. We already this year have 33 children between the ages of 14 and 17 who have committed suicide because somebody posed as somebody they were not, convinced them to do something that kids do. Now, come on. We were kids. We know how our hormones was when we were 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. We know. Man, we're going to be talking about some real serious issues. We are going to be talking about, I can't tell you who to vote for, but here are the issues, and you might need to think about what's best for you and your family before you cast your vote. And we're going to talk about if you ain't voting, why are you talking?
This is why we need to not have that mentality of, oh, that's they business. I don't get in my children's business. Oh, I was that mama that was always all up in my children's business. Me, my wife, and I would do random phone checks. Give me your phone. Let me see, because I want to know who you're talking to, what you are talking about, and when I tell you we go all up and through that phone, and they would get mad, but because I need to know that is not going on.
Come on.
So I'm going be all up in your children's business.
That
be
part
in their business.
That part. 28 minutes past the hour. Not only that, Start paying attention to how your children is acting, because believe it or not, we talk stranger danger, but no, most of the time when it comes down to sexual abuse and sometimes the way your children are getting handled, and I hate to say this, not to put a dim light on anybody. Sometimes you got to watch when you are in a relationship and your child is acting some type of way around the person you're in the relationship with, be it male or female. Because what we are finding out is there are some sick folk out there. You know, I've been all week with the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. I've been invited back today, and I'm going to be there again today during this conference. And I had to do some stuff because, like I told you, there's no shame in my game. I'm working for better. I'm working to be better. And I'm not working just to throw some stuff up on Facebook. Be exact, the day I graduate, most of y'all probably won't even know. Because all I need to know is I got what I need to get, and the check reflects the same. But y'all got to pay attention. There are a lot of people out there doing a lot of creepy stuff. And just because, like I said yesterday, just because they're wearing honorable uniform don't mean they're honorable good people. With that being said, let me go ahead and eat my crow pie right now. I said it, I'm sticking with it. Thunder in 5. I don't know what the hell happened last night, but I know who does. Hold it, wait a minute. Better yet, here in the great state of Louisiana, a lot of people who want to make a lot of money, guess who they normally work for? They work for a company called Halliburton. Well, that name last night, if you in OKC, you probably went and tried to burn down the Halliburton factory because you said, man, ladies and gentlemen, from the Fitz Take, Fritz, F-I-T-Z, Fritz Take. Not the first, but the Fritz. Why they named it that, I have the slightest idea. I got to talk to both of them young men about that. We're going to have a marketing class one-on-one. It is my good friend. Y'all put it together for my man with sports, Elijah Mitchell. I call him Elijah Nixon, Mitchell, whatever. I call him 50 million things. Bruh, what? Hey, Thunder in 5. Hold it. I don't care about a new car, going to Mars, thinking about candy bars. Thunder in 5.
So you still sticking with it? You still sticking with it?
Thunder in 5.
All right. So last night, the Thunder blew a lead, a very big lead, losing 111 to 110 to Indiana. And as I was sitting on the couch, I had PTSD because it looked like what happened to my Knicks in Game 1. You got to see how they was coming back. They were hitting 3-pointers, getting to the basket at will, and they were also playing some really, really good defense. It was a tough defensive game last night. But the Pacers are really, really dangerous when they score over 100 points. And as they could show last night, Tyrese Halliburton only had 14 points in 39 minutes. But when it mattered, he showed up. He played and even hit the game-winning 2-point shot to put him up 111 to 110 with 0.3 seconds left on the clock. So with that being said, listen. I think that these Pacers are, like I said, I think they're losing 7, but it's going to be a strong 7. It's going to be a strong 7, ladies and gentlemen, because the Thunder had them all game. Shea Alexander looked good the whole game. Chet Holmgren looked pretty decent. Williams looked great. Lou Dort was hitting 3-pointers. He averaged like probably about 2 3-pointers. I think he hit 5 last night. So these guys were playing their tails off, but it just seemed like they couldn't finish, which Indiana did throughout the whole postseason. Make a rally at the end, keep it close, make a rally, and pull it out late. So I got them still going in 7. Have you changed your mind, Alethea?
Alethea said 6.
No.
6 is her number.
6. All right, so she got 6.
She was born in the 6 months. 6 is just our number. You got now, Elijah. Why would I do this since we talking NBA and it's the NBA finals? And I did say, look, I don't care if it's Downtown City Jive, a Beehive. I ain't got another rhyme. Thunder in 5. but why would I be doing this right now? Tell me why would I be doing this right now? What's going on? What's going on in Steelers Nation right now?
So are you excited about this? This has been brewing up the whole offseason. The Steelers needed a quarterback after Russell Wilson and Justin Fields departed for different teams. Russell Wilson went to New York Giants. Justin Fields went to the Jets and left the Steelers with pretty much a depleted quarterback room until yesterday.
Who came to this? Oh, wait a minute. Who came to the Pittsburgh? Who came to the Pittsburgh Steelers? What his name? What that boy name?
Aaron Rodgers. That's a bad man. Now, are you happy with that? Before I even get my take off, are you happy with that?
I'm gonna tell you something. I haven't been pleased with my Steelers since. Let me see here. What year was it? I haven't been pleased with my Steelers since that last ring in 2008. But I'll be very honest with you. I was tired of hearing us having all these great winning seasons, but we couldn't win it all. And we did recruit a quarterback who is a rookie quarterback who is battle tested through the BCS. I think he needed somebody to mentor him. And if we have a bad season, long as I get some good mentorship to my young quarterback that we just drafted, I'm good. But Aaron might want to go out with a hip, hip, hurrah, just like Peyton tried to go out with a hip, hip, hurrah with the Broncos. So I'm like, just like what happened with the Broncos and Peyton Manning, and I ain't a big Peyton Manning fan, though I am from Tennessee. Because once again, when Peyton left Tennessee, ask him what happened the next year. We'll talk about the black quarterback and what happened then. But Elijah will be able to tell you about that real soon. He's going to hear plenty about it. But, hey, we might be in contention to do something because Aaron might want to go out with a bang. And you know, it all starts with the quarterback. Your quarterback sets the tone for the team and for the season.
And I agree. I completely agree. I think this is the best move that you guys have, well, the Pittsburgh Steelers have made. I think last year with Russell Wilson, and Justin Field, they had like an experiment thing going on where Russell didn't play early and Justin did. And then after that, you guys flipped it and put Russell in the game at the end. And it didn't work out for you guys. In a tough division against Cincinnati, against Baltimore, you play those twice a year. Then, you know, Cleveland's up and coming always. I don't know why, but they're always up and coming. You got Aaron Rodgers at the helm who you really don't have to babysit. You know what I'm saying? As a head coach, you don't have to say, hey, you got to make sure you look at these keys. No, Aaron Rodgers is a vet. He knows how to pre-snap read. He knows where he's going with the ball before it's even hiked. He knows what coverages he's looking for. So, again, you don't have to baby it. Now, with a defense like how the Steelers have, led by T.J. Watt, this could be a dangerous team. All you got to do is give them a lead. Hey, give me a lead and let my defense go hunt. And this is what they got with Aaron Rodgers.
And then you just got to think about it. Pittsburgh known for one thing. They known to have some receivers.
Mm-hmm.
Some people who can catch the ball. Mm-hmm. So just look who they've already got around Aaron who he can send the ball to. I'm just saying. Look, black and yellow. Now for all my Saints fans, y'all happy. Now I know a lot of folk in Louisiana. I know y'all the Hoodats. You know, and y'all can come on. The gold can turn to yellow real quick. y'all can jump on over. And you know, that's all I gotta say about that. I know a lot of talk about Shedeur, and I'm telling you, Shedeur gonna be a problem. I'm telling y'all right now. Y'all can think all you want to. Shedeur is going to be a problem.
And speaking of Shedeur, his teammate already making great progress on that defensive side of football with Travis Hunter, making a couple plays as they showed all over the internet, especially one interception where he batted it and still called it as a dive. Travis Hunter is going to be very special in that Jacksonville community. It's not just on the field. I was going to say off the field as well. He has been ready to make his mark. He's been pulling up to guys he see on the side and working on their craft. I think it was a kid in high school. He pulled up and told him, keep going. You know, like he's home. He knows he's home. He feels great about the situation that he's in. And I can't wait to see how Jacksonville use him because I feel like this is rare. They got one player, but that could do two things. So they kind of killed two birds with one stone. Hey, we're going to need him on offense, but we also going to need him on defense.
So I want to switch gears as we get ready to go out the sports segment and bring Alethea back in because I need to ask this question because Alethea probably is the only person who can chime in on this. This Caitlin Clark and my girl from LSU, the Bayou Barbie beef is real. It's real. That's some real beefing going on right there. So my question is, and this is to Alethea, because only a woman can answer this. How do black women feel for real, when a non-melanated woman come into y'all space and she just as cold as y'all are? I need to ask that question. How do y'all feel when a white woman come into y'all space and she just as cold as y'all are? I mean, y'all really can't say, well, she ain't as cold as we are. No, she just like when Larry Bird used to come in to the space and all the brothers, because I used to be like, man, Larry Bird, the great white hope, but Larry Bird was a dog. How y'all feel when a white woman come in y'all? Because I know how they feel when y'all come in their space. They feel intimidated. They're like, oh, this sister got her stuff together. When y'all walk into traditional white women's spaces and y'all begin to do what y'all do in y'all beauty and y'all intelligence, I know they be like, ugh. How y'all feel when it's the other way around? I'm curious. Talk to me. Because this
We pretty
Angel
much
Reese beef is real.
feel the like same way, but that also like motivates us to step our game up. It's like, okay, well, if they're meeting us, if you're meeting me where I am, that means that maybe I'm not doing enough. So maybe I need to
Woo!
step my game up. So I can't put that on her because she did the work to get to where I am. So if you're meeting me where I am, then that's telling me I need to level up. Like we can't get mad at this white woman for putting in work. You cannot get mad that they put in work to get to where I am.
Mm.
You, you can't get mad at themselves, but you can get upset with yourself because that you need to get your shit together.
Because this Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark beef is real.
So I got a question. Was this similar to the Bird and Magic?
I think so. I think we're literally watching the female version of Bird and Magic. Or you remember we used to even have the video games. You used to have Jordan versus Bird. I think that's what it is, because let's be real. To every little white girl who can play basketball, Caitlin Clark is their idol. Period.
Yes.
Period. She is to them what was the girl that used to play for Tennessee? Tennessee done had some greats, but they had one little black girl, and I forgot her name, that really motivated a lot of young black, even the Angel Reese's say, hey, I used to watch her and she was the one that made me. There's always somebody that you idolize. I know Caitlin Clark is that idolization to a lot. And guess what? There are a lot of young, non-African American white girls out there, non-melanated girls that can hoop. Period. They have learned the craft and they can hoop. But it seems to be, unfortunately, and I just want to say this, everything we deal with this day is dealing with two issues, either racial or social economical. We either looking at the money or we're looking at the color of the skin. And unfortunately, that's just how it goes. I wish they weren't beefing, but it's beef. It is Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, it's beef.
For me as a woman, and I feel like we don't do this enough, but I can't speak for everybody because I'm cut from a different cloth. So like I would actually applaud her for putting in that work. Yeah, girl, like you got this. Like you doing well, but we don't do that as women. Like we would rather knock each other down than pick each other up. And why? Like if you put in work to get where I am, girl, good job, sis.
I mean, you got to understand there's certain spaces that they feel like for example, right now, Texas Tech has a black pitcher on their softball side. That sister was throwing that smoke. And the University of Texas in Austin, them folk were like, we just got beat by her. You can look at their faces at the end of the game. They're like, not that they got beat, but we got beat by her. Yeah. Because that sister was throwing that Sizzle smoke. Guess what? People who work on their craft, the color of their skin ain't got nothing to do with the greatness that is within. Oh, that might be my Facebook post today. The color of my skin has nothing to do with the greatness within.
Yeah, you're absolutely right about that. And the thing that separated is the comments, man. People that speak on it and they say stuff in these comments, they make it, to me, make it more racial than what it is. I think.
Oh yeah. Oh
I
yeah.
think Caitlin Clark did a great job for this game. I think Asia Wilson is the best player in the WNBA. She don't get enough love, but at the end of the day,
right.
People in the comments would just say anything to downgrade somebody because of their color or their skin and things of that nature. So once we get past that and we can say, hey, this person can put the ball in the hoop, this person can knock the ball out the park, this person can catch the football no matter what your skin color is, like you just said, it doesn't determine who you are and what you can do. So at the end of the day, man, like you said, she did come into a melanated space and dominate, but at the end of the day, she's not the first and she will not be the last. And I think
that part.
Once you get past that and you go into just seeing that she can put the ball in the hoop and it's a competitive game, I think we should be able to move on. Now, I don't think they will have a Bird and Magic relationship. I think once it retires, I think their dislike for one another will still be there. But I don't think that it should be for skin tone. I think it really should be because.
So question: If we do, in this since Joe said that he likes to make people think, if we do the same thing that others do to us, then what does that make us?
That's right. Right.
That right there was applause worthy. It is almost 15 minutes. You want to say, hey, do you want to hang? Now listen, you ain't got to go. You can hang around.
I got one thing to say with that. So what happened is, right? You go to, we love the cookout. We love the cookout. You go to a cookout and you got a non-melanated person on the grill cooking ribs, or you got a non-melanated person just killing in spades. Fire! How you gonna feel at that table? How you gonna feel at that table?
So I can't speak on that because my mom is non-melanated, and baby, she had.
Okay.
So I mean, I can't speak on it now. Granted, I can't lie. My first thought would be, what this white man doing on this grill? that would be my first thought. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just being honest. Like, what? Why y'all letting him grill? But then I would be like, well, there might be a good reason, but I would not count him out. I wouldn't count him out, and that is what we are doing. We are counting people out based on the color of their skin. We're counting people out.
That part.
And that is exactly what y'all did to Caitlin, because we felt like, because basketball has been dominated by Black and brown people for so long, that we counted out that somebody who does not look like us could come in and do the exact same thing. But if you turn it around, Venus and Serena, because y'all thought that this was a non-melanated sport. Tiger Woods, y'all thought this was a non-melanated sport, and then they came in and dominated. And people had an issue. So if we're doing the exact same thing as our non-melanated counterparts do to us, what does that make us? That makes us just as bad as them.
That part. You're right. Because at the end of the day, and we even have to put this at a level of business. I like what you said. I would question, but I wouldn't count them out. So today, when you walk into your office and you see a melanated person in a suit, in a position of power and authority, you might look and raise your eye, but don't count them out, because they're not a DEI hire. They are highly intelligent, probably more intelligent than you. And I promise you, in most cases, and these are just facts, And these are facts to my non-melanated friends, and I have a lot of them. Have a child that's half non-melanated. Understand this. 9 out of 10 times, they had to work 10 times harder than you just to get half to where you are at. Those are the facts. Now, why is that way? I never figured it out, but those are the facts. Those are the facts that I had to work 10 times harder to get the same degree that you got. I had to work 20 times harder to get the job to work underneath you while you just walked in and got what you got. So just understand that when you see me in these spaces that you feel like I don't belong in, I had to work 20, 30, 40, 50 times harder than you just to get to where I'm at. And that's even if I'm underneath you
Now
working
wait.
for you.
Now everything that you just said, and everybody watching this heard everything that Joe just said. Now put yourself in Caitlin's shoes.
That's right.
She had to work 10, 20, 30 times harder to get to where she is. Because for some of us, it's just natural. Like we just got it. She had to work to get where she is. So I give her, girl, go ahead, girl, do your thing. Do your thing. And yes, she will be a role model to other girls that think that I can't play something because of my skin tone. I can't do this because of this. I can't. She is proof that yes, you can, and I applaud her for that.
That part. Look, brother, I done held you 5 minutes over. You in the great state of Tennessee. Just, bruh, I'm gonna send you. Hey, you about to get some checks from me. I need some more gear. Oh, you about to get some checks from me. Listen, it is my man Elijah Nixon. You see him there at Elijah Nixon 18. He is in the great city of Knoxville. Rocky Top, you'll always be home, sweet home to me. Man, tell them about your podcast. Tell them about who you got coming up. Man, tell us what you're doing this weekend. I know you got to get up out of here, so the floor is yours.
Man, so this weekend is just gonna be tough. I'm gonna get my haircut relaxed for my last weekend off before I tap into the WBIR system. But after that, just getting into the Fitz take. I know right now we still got some interviews that we're setting up. Next week, Jamarcus will be on vacation, so no episodes will be dropping next week. But then right after that, we should be getting right back into the thick of things. But I'm just ready to relax before I get into it. It's going to be a lot of things to cover, especially with SEC Media Days coming, and then the football season is less than 100 days away. So
right,
I'm ready to get into it.
So look, I got a request. I need you to get in touch with Malik Neighbors, and we need to get him on here. I need Malik on here. I know you know how to get in touch with him. See that? I just threw that out there. Get in touch with him.
I think he got a camp tomorrow in Lafayette. So
right. I need you to get in touch with him, and I need him on here. Be exact. We should have had him on here to talk about the camp. I wasn't even thinking, but nevertheless, we need him on here. We need Malik Neighbors on here. So listen, appreciate you, brother. Appreciate the sports. I'm still saying that. Listen, I don't care if it's high tide, roll tide, no tide. Wash your clothes and tide. Thunder and fire.
All right, guys.
All right. Listen, it is 9 minutes to the top of the hour. Alethea, what you got planned for this weekend? Talk to me. Talk to me now. Talk to me.
Oh, Lord. I was podcasting, more podcasting. I have Pride events that I will be going to this weekend as well. This month I'll be
it's Pride
attending.
Month. It's Pride Month. Yes. It's Pride Month.
So yeah, I will be doing a lot of those as well. And I'm just my magazine will be dropping if not this weekend, then Monday, and be looking out for it because you might see a familiar face
child
in the magazine.
Lord knows what this child be up to. I gotta watch this child. You know, family, I'm gonna say this, and I didn't say it at the beginning of the show, and I should have said it because they do write checks. this show is sponsored by DUBBY. Now, people say, what is Doobie? Last night while I was watching the game, of course, I was playing a video game because this old man plays video games. And I have a video game channel. I don't talk about it a lot, but it is a big, huge channel. And we were having a lot of fun. And I was like, while we were playing the game, and I was like, man, I can't believe these Pacers are coming back. I still say Thunder in 5. But Doobie is the energy drink, which I'm not big on promoting energy drinks, but this is a good energy drink that keeps gamers and podcasters going. Also, I drive one. Yes, I drive a Ford Explorer, a brand new Ford Explorer. I actually love it. And I recommend you go drive a Ford. Just see if you like it. You know, I can't tell you what to
I
drive.
have one.
See it. Yeah, I mean, I love Ford, and they're our sponsor too. But last but not least, so you will know, we have 7 minutes to the top of the hour. The Essence Music Festival of Culture is coming back to New Orleans, 4th of July weekend. Yours truly, Joe Dupree, with hashtag Truth Be Told, JD Live, and Sister Alethea Crimmins within the passenger seat, which I highly recommend. If you haven't seen it, go back and watch some of the prior episodes. She has some outstanding people who are in
And
the
some
passenger
more
seat.
amazing guests coming up with some tremendous stories. I actually have a guest coming today that used to work for the Shade Room, and
Okay.
now he has his own channel called the Neighborhood Talk. So I'm excited to see what he has to say today.
And you should be excited also. And wake up every morning because Alethea gives great motivation in a very small amount of time to get you going, to get you really thinking that you can do better, be better. And it's all really on you. It's not on what other folks say or how other folks feel. It's on what you say and how you feel. And that's what I love about Alethea. And we wake up every morning and we sometimes be struggling. We be struggling. But we up in here. Why?
Listen,
Because I'm telling you, I believe the Most High said, wake up, give your people 1 hour of some very insightful, thoughtful conversation, and let them know that no matter what they faced yesterday, that was yesterday, it's gone. And as they move forward toward today and tomorrow, they can do it. So with that being said, Alethea, give me some closing thoughts as we get ready to tackle this thing we call the weekend. Talk to me now. Talk to me.
let me just say this for everybody watching. You are not the 1, the 2, the 3, or the 4. There are not enough numbers in this world to count yourself out. So do not do it. Do not count yourself out because your winning season is just around the corner. So go out there, continue being great in their face, and honey, as always, you have a good day on purpose. Huh? You're welcome.
You are welcome. Listen, that is my sister Alethea Crimmins, and I got nothing but love for her. Next week, we will be back in full force. You'll have yours truly. We got Sean P going to be coming in with that Sean P experience where we're going to tell you about some great authors, books that are from us, by us, and talking about issues and situations that are our world. And sometimes not our world, but just great reads. Reading is fundamental. We'll also have, of course, continuously my man Elijah Nixon in here talking sports. Jax is going to be in the building. And we're going to have a lot of guests. I am lining up a lot of guests as we get ready to go into the season of the summer. And even though it's a season of vacations and a season of relaxation, you got to be prepared because school is coming. August will be here before you know it. And August and September, school will be back in session. And just because you are in a season of rest and relaxation doesn't mean you don't need to be in a season of preparation because tomorrow's coming and you can't stop it. You can't. The only thing that's going to stop tomorrow not coming is you not being here. And with that being said, on this Freedom and Fun Friday, 3 minutes to the top of the hour, here's what I got to tell you. Be better today than you were yesterday. And do something today for somebody that there is absolutely no earthly way that they could pay you back because what you're doing it from the heart, you're giving it freely, and you're not expecting anything back. And always remember, absolutely always remember that there is no secret what God can do. What he has done for others, he willing and can do for you. Yeah. Because when God is with you, let me tell you something. Nothing and nobody can stand against you. So I'm getting ready to get up out of here. Y'all have a great, great weekend. Enjoy yourself no matter where you at in the world. Just have a ball. Be thankful that there is life in your body. Air is being taken into your lungs and you are living. For always remember this, and I do want to end with this one too. At your best, there is somebody out there who say, I'm glad I'm not that person. Because your best is their worst. And at your worst, there's somebody who wish they could be you. Think about that the next time. Y'all have a great weekend. Peace, love, and all the blessings that God can bestow upon you. We up out of here. Peace.